What's up guys, and welcome to the channel. It's Joanna here, founder and CEO of Supwell. Today I'm back with another best of shoe video. This time we're going to be taking a look at the best daily trainer for every type of runner. So whether you're an efficiency monster or you're a fashionista looking to get some miles in something that's a real performance running shoe, I've got you pegged. We've got a shoe for you no matter who you are. All right, let's get into it. All right, first up, we got the efficiency ballerina. You all know this type of runner, those little efficient guys. They weigh $130 soaking wet. They run on their little tiptoes with 190 steps per minute cadence. Extremely annoying if you ask me as a 6'2" runner who's barely picks up his feet when he runs. But for these guys, the best running shoe is going to be the Saucony Kinvara. Now, I joke, you guys are great, you efficiency monsters who fall into this category. That is not me, as I'm a heavier runner and I run with a lower cadence. But for this type of runner, you're gonna want a lighter daily trainer, something that's not overly cumbersome and also not as cushioned as some of the shoes that we're seeing in the market today. We have a lot of daily trainers that are now 35, 36, 38 millimeter stack. That's not really necessary if you're under 150 pounds and really light on your feet. Something like the Saucony Kinvara is gonna be a great option if that is you. This is the type of runner where you played sports growing up, maybe you're an ex-professional athlete or you're an ex-college D1 athlete and now you're converting into running. The best daily trainer for this type of runner is gonna be the Nike Pegasus. Now, I know a lot of ex-athletes absolutely adore Nike. They're comfortable in their products. They've used them for their whole life. That was me for the most part. I only used Nike and Adidas, playing basketball, playing lacrosse. So my first running shoe was an Ultra Boost. Now that the Ultra Boost isn't a competitive shoe in the market, the best shoe for those is gonna be the Pegasus. This is a really reliable shoe. It looks good on foot, and it's a good option for new runners that it's not overly complicated. There's not any crazy tech in here. It's just a nice full-length bed of React foam, which is slightly soft, slightly responsive, but not overly exciting or bouncy. It's also very durable. It's got a full rubber outsole here, which in contrast to some of the other fancier and more expensive daily trainers, means that this is gonna last a long time. And if you're just getting into running and not sure if you're gonna be sticking with it for the long haul, then a durable workhorse like the Pegasus is a great choice. All right, next up we got the Fashionista. Now, the best daily trainer for this type of runner is going to be the On Cloud Surfer. I personally need to have a good looking shoe on my foot, whether it's race day or tempo day or easy running day. I curate my collection, so I like all the colorways, so I like all the aesthetics, and there's no brand out there who's doing it better when it comes to style than On right now. They're absolutely crushing it. That's why you're starting to see them on the feet of so many people, whether they're runners or non-runners, and the Cloud Surfer is their comfortable and cushioned daily trainer. This is going to be great for those type of runners who want that softer feel for everyday miles, but who also want a shoe that's a bit trendier than something that you get from Asics or Saucony. All right, next up we got the Stroller Parent. Now, I fall into this category. Every afternoon I take my son out around the neighborhood, do a little 6-mile run with a jogging stroller, and the best running shoe for that use case, for that type of runner, is gonna be the Hoka Clifton. Now, if you are a jogging parent and you're just trying to get those miles while your kid sleeps, trying to build that aerobic base or keep that fitness up, you need a shoe that's gonna be relatively stable, that's not gonna be too bouncy or too rockered or feel weird for walking, because oftentimes when you're taking that stroller out, you will have to do some walking in there and you're probably running errands before or after jogging. So getting a shoe like the Clifton is going to be a great choice. Very stable, foam isn't overly bouncy, it's not overly rockered, and it's a really comfortable cushion shoe that also looks pretty solid for casual wear. All right, next up we got the runner on a budget. Now, the best daily trainer for this type of runner is gonna be the Adidas Adizero SL. Now, this is $120, and at that price point, there are some competitive shoes with lower MSRPs. For example, the Atreyu Daily Trainer and the Saucony Axon both come in lower than this. But the reason I'm picking this is because first, they have a ton of sales on this where you'll see that price be cut down to $60, $30, sometimes even $20. So you can find this on sale for a lot cheaper than that $120. And the second reason is the outsole on this is extremely durable. So that's a main reason for me why I have to retire shoes. When that outsole starts wearing through to the foam, it's not really that great to run in it because your form can shift a little bit. This thing has an extremely thick covering of rubber on the outsole. I have nearly 200 miles on this pair, and it's still really thick compared to a lot of other shoes that I see with this type of wear. So this is a shoe that will last you a long time if you're a runner on a budget. That is extremely important. I burn through shoes quickly, and this thing probably lasts 400, 500 miles. All right, next up, we got the Tired Legs Runner. So if you have a job where you're on your feet all day, if you're a nurse or a doctor, or a landscaper, a contractor, whatever it is, if you're on your feet all day, you probably got some tired legs, and you're gonna want a daily trainer that's comfortable and cushioned and really pampers your legs when you're getting out there for those base building miles. My pick for this type of runner is going to be the ASICS Gel Nimbus 25. This is one of the best max cushion running shoes on the market today. For me, I use it as a recovery running shoe when I'm not pushing the pace into that marathon or steady territory. But if you're a runner who likes to take it easier on your easy running days, then the Gel Nimbus is a great choice. It has a really thick stack of this FF Blast Plus foam, which is ASIC's really soft and pillowy compound, and protects your legs from a lot of that harsh beating that you take when you're running after being on them for 8 to 10 hours. It's also got a really solid rocker up here, which again just helps you roll along without putting any more effort into the run than you need to. All right, finally, we got the Stability Runner. Now, if you walk into a local running store, there's a common joke that they're gonna give you a Brooks Adrenaline GTS or whatever it is from Brooks that has some stability posts on the side and tell you have a nice day and walk out. I do not recommend any Brooks shoes because they're flat, they're boring, the style is not good. I'm sorry, Brooks, if you're listening to this, please just update your styles. The Ghost Max looks great, by the way, so good job for that one. But for this type of runner, the daily trainer I do recommend is the Saucony Tempest. Now this has a more exciting formula than that classic medial post Brooks-esque, New Balance-esque stability take. What this does is it combines a firm foam, Saucony's Power Run, which is an EVA foam, with the softer, bouncier foam, which is Saucony's Power Run PB, their PIBA-based compound. And together, that firm foam acts as a cradle, which stabilizes the platform, and then that softer foam adds some bounce and responsiveness into the mix. This is a solid daily trainer for stability runners who want to pick up the pace and who want something that's a bit more exciting than we get from an Adrenaline GTS. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is the best daily trainer for every type of runner. As always, I'm sure I missed something, so let me know what the best daily trainer is for you, and if your type of runner wasn't included on this list, what other types of runners are out there. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll make sure to keep you up to date on the latest and greatest in the world of performance running.